Hello, Haley here from the Apollo support team. Today I'm going to be walking you through how you can set up an Adobe IO connection to support Apollo implementations. From the property settings, we can scroll down and see the external connections available. You can see I've already configured a GitHub connection. This is going to allow me to deploy to data layer docs. Now I need to set up an Adobe IO connection so that I can deploy to data destination and tag manager for Adobe implementations. If I click new connection, I can give my Adobe IO connection a name. And the connection type is going to be Adobe IO. You'll see some instructions here that you can try and follow to set up your new connection, or you can continue watching this video. If you scroll down, you can see the credential information that we need to enter. At this time, we need to create an Adobe IO connection. We can do so by navigating to console.adobe.io. If you log in, you should be able to see which organization you're associated with. I'm checking to make sure this is the same organization for which I'm building my Apollo property. If you click Projects, you'll see the projects currently available for this organization. It's important that when performing Apollo implementations, each resource that is doing deployments should have their own Adobe IO connection. This is going to ensure that you know which resource is performing deployments. So in order to set up my new connection, I'm going to create a new project. I'll start from an empty one. From here, you're going to give your new project a name. I'm going to be consistent and give my project name the same name as I did back in Apollo. And I'm going to click Save. Now we need to add the API connections for Adobe Analytics, AEP, and Adobe Launch. To do so, I'm going to add projects and select API. I'll start with adding the Adobe Analytics API connection. We're going to use a JWT authentication. From here, we're going to generate a key pair, and this is actually going to download a file onto my machine, which we'll reference later. Now I can click Next. I need to select a product profile to associate this new user with. These are the product profiles that you've configured for the Adobe Analytics product over in the admin console. I happen to have already set up a product profile for API connections specifically, but you can use a product profile of your choice. Now I'll save this. The Adobe Analytics API connection has now been added. We're going to walk through the same process for AEP and Launch now. Again, add to project and select API, and we'll add the Experience Platform API connection. And hit Next. Again, we need to select a product profile from the profiles available that have been created for AEP in the admin console. I'll save this. And lastly, we need to add the Launch API connection. Again, add to projects and API, and we'll scroll down to find Launch. Again, I'm selecting a product profile and saving this. We've now added the API connections for this new project. We can easily view the credentials associated with this project by selecting Service Account, JWT, and the credentials that we needed back in Apollo should be listed on this screen. I'm going to copy each one and paste them back over into Apollo. I'll start with Client ID. Next we have the secret, which I will reveal and copy. If I scroll down, I need the Technical Account ID, the organization ID, and lastly, down here is where I need the private key. If you recall, we downloaded a config file earlier. I can view this config file, and specifically, the private key is the file that we're concerned about. And by dragging this into a new tab in my browser, I'll be able to copy the entire contents. I'm pasting these back here in the private key section, and I'm going to click Create. So now we've added this Adobe IO connection, but we're not quite done. The last step we need to perform is back here in the admin console, in the Adobe Analytics product, we need to make sure that our new technical email ID has been added as an admin for the Adobe Analytics product. Over here in projects, we can copy that technical account email, and we want to add this user as an admin here. This is likely going to be a new user for you, and I'm going to click Save. Your new technical email has been added as an admin to the Adobe Analytics product now. We should be able to go back in and test that our connection is working using the little cloud icon here. This says we're connected, and so I should be good to go. Thank you for watching this recording, and good luck with the implementation.